back to Objective Reviews. We're going to be looking at the Alabama State University Sensational Stingettes. Week 2, they danced to a song called Call Me. As you can see, they're rocking the long ponytails. I was glad, I don't know if they're braided in halftime, but no, they're not. But they braided them after halftime and looked a lot better for dance purposes. The hair is a distraction. It might look good in a picture, but it makes it look like the girls aren't in their right place all the time. Circle looks good, legs a little shaky there. That was good transition, very good. See how clean it looks when they get to their correct spots? There's going to be a couple spots where they're not as clean. Right here, they ended up a lot of different places, and it makes this section of the routine look messy. So they need to definitely work on making sure they get to the right spots. But they cleaned the formation up a little bit towards the end of that little sequence. Another good little formation right there. Technique looks a little scary in this section. And those walkovers or cartwheels, I'm not sure what they were kind of, they didn't really end well, and they weren't all clear and clean. Clean is the right word. Let me know what you all think in the comments. I thought it was a good routine. I figured they would tone the technique down a little bit because they had everybody performing. But let me know what you guys think. Before we get into this week's scores, I just want to take a look at my favorite stands clip. The Stingettes are dancing to Middle Child. And, the swag better get on notice. Now, this is the Crabs. Some of them, this is their first game out. And they're looking pretty good for first game for many of them. I see why they had cuts. It really put a lot of the girls on notice to be on their A game. The Stingettes are owning the SWAC stands wise right now. Everybody else needs to get with it, I'm telling you, or it's going to be a massacre for the rest of the season because every week we see improvement here. Look at how she throws this count right here with authority. I love how Janae can be intense and soft at the same time. And I think that that's an advantage she has, just skill-wise. But let's get into the scores. Down a couple of points from last week, I will say. 7 points on showmanship. I thought they did a good job. I was not a big fan of the ponytails because I felt like it was a distraction from the formations. Formations and spacing, I gave them a 7, which was better than last week. I think they still have some work to do, but when they get to their spots, it looks a lot cleaner. Technical elements, I gave a 7. The routine was not as technical. I figured that because they were going to be more crabs on the field. They're probably trying to make sure that they put on the best presentation. Creativity and wow factor, I gave a 7. Wasn't as exciting as last week, but still a great routine. And overall presentation, I gave a 7 for 35 out of 50 points. While it's down a few points, I do want to say that they are on their way to having a stellar season, and I'm impressed by their growth each week. Looking forward to week 3. As always, thank you all for watching, and please like, subscribe, and comment. Have a great week.